Hi there, this is Patricia-Yiu, and I'm so excited to be talking to Kim Beasley on Pamper My Business podcast, where I share with you many tips on how to accelerate your abundance and prosperity in your business and your life. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to share with you on part one everything that I have learned in my own business.
Are you stuck when it comes to figuring out how to build your business brand online? Then check out Pamper My Business free training that helps you learn how to easily start building your business brand online. Just go to free.pampermybusiness.com. Remember, it's free. I'm Kim Beasley, and I'm the host of Pamper My Business podcast, where you will learn tips, tools, and techniques that will give you the freedom to easily build your business brand online so that you can be seen and then sell to your target customers. I will be interviewing industry leaders and professionals who will share their knowledge and experience, which will help you brand your business online. Get ready to take notes and learn from Kim and her guests, because this is going to be a fun learning experience.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kim Beasley, and I am the host of Pamper My Business podcast. With me today is Patricia-Yiu, and that's Y-I-U, and she is a money, abundance, and prosperity master activator. Let's imagine if you had the peace of mind to know that you are doing everything, and I mean everything, in your power to attract more abundance and prosperity in your life. Let's think, what would that feel like? Well, you will learn how to accelerate the process of manifesting prosperity in your life today as I interview Patricia. Welcome, Patricia, to my show.
Oh, thank you so much, Kim, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
I'm excited to have you share how you can help entrepreneurs with growing their business and even help with growing themselves. The first question I always ask, what is the purpose of your business?
So, Kim, the overall purpose of my business is to help people in their lives and in their careers. If they run a business for themselves, so usually I work with solopreneurs, as we call it, right? And really to combine, because I really believe that business is a reflection of your life, right? How you run your business is how you run your life. So really try to combine that to accelerate their manifestation and prosperity, and to look at parts of their lives that are not working as well, and how is that reflecting their business, and vice versa. So really help them get a better understanding of how the things that they're doing in their lives is affecting their business, and how can they improve that.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's what entrepreneurs are searching for. They're wanting to know how to improve themselves in their business. How did you get started with your business?
Okay, it's a long story, but I'm going to try to keep it short. I've always knew that I had a purpose, that I was meant to be doing something bigger with my life. And then from hitting rock bottom when I lived in China, I really woke up one day and I said, I need more. I got to do more. So I started going on a journey of self-healing and deeper understanding of my wounds, and start making peace with my past. That's when I fell into spirituality and healing, became a yoga teacher, learned how to read Akashic records, and became a life coach. And most recently, I became a universal energy of money activator. And that's when really I realized that I had much more stuff to work on myself, including when it came to money and finances. And that's how I tied everything together. And now I'm helping women do the same.
I love working with entrepreneurs who are similar to me because then I can share my life lessons, my business lessons with them, and I can help them grow, help them improve, help them create a business that they dream about. What are some of the lessons that you have learned along the way?
It's funny that you asked that, because last year I really started going into growing my business and kind of putting myself out there I would say by the middle of last year. And then I was a great spiritual healer and doing everything with energy healing and all of that woo stuff. But I knew nothing about business. I knew nothing about how to run a business. So I went and looked for help. Despite the help that this coach gave me, and I joined a beautiful mastermind and all of that, but things started not feeling right for me. So my first advice would be to really, despite what other people are doing or what they're telling you to do, or like follow the recipe of other people, tune in to what's working for you. Tune in to that inner wisdom that you have, and really ask yourself, does this make sense to me? Is this aligned with the purpose of my business? And I usually work with people who have business according to their purpose, right? Something that is true for them. So that'll be my first advice, to really check in with yourself. And my second advice would be not to be afraid to tell your truth, because I was really freaking out when I decided, that was not working out for me anymore, because I was burning myself. I had 3 cold sores in a row. I was just working crazy hours. My children would come home from school and I was still be in pajamas trying to work out funnels and webinars and recording this and recording that. And then one day I was like, this is enough. I can't sleep anymore. This is eating me alive. So I really just, I remember I had like a never ending list, of things to do. I was like, no, not today. I'm just going to go to the movies. So I went to the movies like at 10 in the morning, me and the grandpas and the grandmas there, right? And it was the best thing that I did. So my third advice would be self-care. Take care of yourself first. And I bet this is a big one for you as well, right? Because it's so easy as for us women, as entrepreneurs, to take care of everybody else, house, children, husband, your business, which is not easy, because you depend on yourself completely, right? So it's self-care. You cannot give from an empty cup. And if you have to ignore all of the lists of things that you have to do on that day and the pile of laundry, in the basket, and go do something for yourself, it's the best time that you're going to spend, and it's going to pay off later on, because you're going to come with these beautiful ideas and insights and feel so more relaxed, and then you hit the flow again.
And I love that. It's being true to you and being true to your business. Something you said is earlier, don't worry what everybody else is doing. Do what feels right for you, because what works for you and your business may be something totally off the wall, maybe something totally different from what everybody else is doing. And you want to look and see what works for you. Because if you're doing Simon Says, like, I call it Simon Says syndrome, because there are a lot of people who get into, okay, I listened to this expert and he said to do this. I listened to this expert and he said to do this. I listened to that expert, and you get into the Simon Says kind of thing. You got to get out of that. Be true to yourself, be true to your business. And you have to find out how to get to that point. With some people, and I don't believe this, but some people say, fake it till you make it. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I have to be a real person. What advice do you have for those people who are in that, what I call the imposter syndrome, where they're faking it till they make it? what are some things you would advise them to do to get out of that?
To me, one of the most important things is to do something that is aligned with who you are and your gifts. That's the most important thing, because when you are in alignment with that, with what you believe in, with what your passion is, that thing that you know it's true for you in your gut, that's the most important thing. And if you have, especially if you have a spiritual practice, because I think that's so important to you when you are relying on yourself only to grow your business, right? Because if those roots are not deep, that tree is going to fall with any blow of wind,
Uh-huh.
So and you're going to know when you're not in alignment. It's not going to feel right. It's always, how is this feeling? How is that feeling for me? I was kind of in a crossroad 2 weeks ago. I have a dear group of another friends, that run businesses as well. And I asked her, what do you think I should do? And then she says, according to that expert, you should do this, this, and that. And according to that other expert, maybe you should do this, this, and that. And now I'm listening to her, and I'm like, And she's like, that's not what you're going to do, right? So no, because it doesn't feel right for me.
Uh-huh.
So it's that alignment, and when you get to that point of really trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, you take inspired action.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. I take inspired action, and I know it's hard because we're always on the go, and we got to do this, and we have bills to pay, and we have things that we want, of course, right? But to me, especially, and to my clients, when I fall out of alignment, then it's like nothing makes sense anymore. And then you're just throwing spaghetti on the wall, and then, it's just, you make a big mess.
Yes, I totally agree. I think one of the things that you said, inspired action. When it comes to inspired actions, I think people really need to think that through, because if they take action that is not in tune with what is true to them or true to their business, it could cause overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads us into the next question. How do you help clients deal with overwhelm? Kind of talk them down off the edge.
Well, one thing that really has been helping me is, what are the next 3 steps that you need to take? Mm-hmm. What are the 3 most important things that you have to get done today in order to move forward and get to your next level or your next goal, right? Because I don't know about you, Kim, but I am a person that if I feel overwhelmed, mm-hmm. I freeze and I go watch Netflix on the couch until the popcorn bag has no kernels on it anymore. Yeah, so that's that practice of sitting down, like I said, I have my spiritual practice every morning, that time that I give myself to really calm down. Okay, let's see what are the 3 things that I need to get done today. Mm-hmm. And then I stick with that. I start and finish, because that's something that I've struggled for quite a long time. Is like you start something here and something there, blah, 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 and not get it done. So start one thing, finish it, start the other thing, finish it, start the other thing, finish it. And then tomorrow is another day.
Yes. Oh, that is, dealing with overwhelm is something that I do with my entrepreneur clients and with my corporate clients. I have both. My main business is corporate, but I occasionally take on entrepreneur clients because I want to help them achieve the perfect website, the perfect social media presence. So I understand talking them down off the edge and dealing with overwhelm. One of the things that gets people to the overwhelm is not being able to face business issues. What are a couple of business issues that you feel people have faced that you've been able to help them with?
First of all, not having the clarity. I always tell my clients, clarity is power. If you're not clear, you don't have to be clear of what you want to be, of where you want to be in 5 years. You got to be clear on your, again, those 3 next steps, right?
Right.
And that clarity has to be aligned with what's working for you, who you are, your message, your purpose. The big thing is purpose. I really believe that, especially us as women, being so in tune with our wisdom and intuition, and we really have to tune into our purpose. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I have a saying that I said, if it's not opening, it's not your door. So stop knocking on that door.
I love that. I love that.
Yes, because
opening is not your door.
Not your door. Sometimes we work so hard. Like what happened to me last year, I wanted to make it work because if it works for her and for her, it's gotta work for me. But then I achieved such a level of disconnection and burnout that I just didn't know what to do anymore.
If the door doesn't open, it's not for you.
Yes.
And I think there are a lot of people who are standing at doors and they're trying to beat down the door. They're trying to push the door and it's not opening. That's a perfect analogy because if you're trying to do something in your business or in your personal life that you're having to force, then that may not be for you.
Exactly.
And I love that. I know in my own business, I have gone down roads that were not perfect for me in my business. And I've had to back it up and stop at the fork in the road and go, okay, this is the way I went, but I should have gone this way. Let me go this way. And when I did go the right way, my business just exploded.
I'm so glad you tuned in for part 1. Check in tomorrow for part 2. You have been listening to Pamper My Business podcast, and I am your host, Kim Beasley. Join the Pamper My Business community by visiting pampermybusiness.com, where you will find our free training along with our masterclass so that you can continue your learning journey about building your brand online.
I'm Geraldine B. Thomas, founder of the 1 Million Women Link Up. The Powerhouse Business Initiative educates aspiring 7-figure women on how to monetize their LinkedIn membership by forging lucrative collaborative marketing partnerships with like-minded business and professional women so they can sell out their events, catapult their book sales, fill up their coaching hours, and more. Visit smartwomenpartner.com to learn more about the 1 Million Women Link Up.